Hey everybody, how you doing? Hey, a lot has happened since the last episode. Let me get you all caught up to date. As I noted, I'm using a third-party map system called Coast to Coast that allows me to travel basically from coast to coast versus the standard American Truck Simulator map that's currently officially offered. So I hooked Ghost up to my Featherlight NASCAR trailer, went out looking for work. Very interesting, the cargo that was made available for me to haul. As you see here, it's classic cars. Note that the cargo capacity of just about every single one of these is a little over 42,000 pounds. I find that kind of interesting, but anyway. I had a bunch of my adventures recorded, then shit-canned them, recorded some more. I basically traveled through the Southwest and the Northwest, and then back here to the Midwest, trying out the map and trying out the hauler. This 53-foot hauler with the double axles that have that big gap between them at the back there, wow, is this a different beast to maneuver around. Suffice it to say, the reason some of the videos didn't get loaded is because, well, I trashed the trailer. And then traveling this new map, I found some glitches and some errors, specifically some sleep areas, rest areas that did not function. And so I had fatigue checkmarked, of course, for realism, and I couldn't find a place to sleep. So there were quite a few hiccups along the way, and I think, some of the graphics area glitches we're just going to have to deal with, and that's fine. The other thing that I have noticed is a main critique of Coast to Coast versus Great America third-party map is Coast to Coast has a lot of wide open barren areas. For example, just as a test, I drove up I-35 from Des Moines, didn't pass a single town until I hit the Minnesota border. Now, as I drove this route, I think that actually kind of helps the gameplay, if you will. In the DLCs that are provided by American Truck Simulator, sometimes you will roll up on town after town after town within minutes because of the time compression factor, which sometimes doesn't even let you get up to speed. That long stretch from Des Moines to the Minnesota border, while it was time compressed, was kind of more accurate of truck driving. A lot of wide open areas on the interstates. So anyway, I completed about a half a dozen jobs, made a lot more money in the bank, and decided to hire a driver. Because remember, I have the base here in Des Moines now, which is going to be my main home base with the 3-bay garage. So I'm going to put a driver in that 1-bay garage in Sacramento so it just doesn't sit empty. So I went over to the recruitment agency and hired a driver. Of course, once you have a driver, you have to provide a truck. A quick note, I hired the driver, then I went and bought the truck. But for some reason or other, there was no way to assign that driver to the truck, so I had to fire him, and now I'm looking for another driver. So what you do is hire a driver, then go buy the truck for him. So I went back out to Ogden, Utah, my Kenworth dealer where I bought Ghost, to buy a truck for my hire. Ghost is a bare bones W900 Kenworth with the studio sleeper. And of course, I've got to come up with colors. How am I going to paint my fleet? Ghost is a long 6x2, 220-gallon chassis. 6 meaning the number of points where tire meets the road. And 2 meaning 2 of those 6 tires are powered. Therefore, the double axle in the back of Ghost, only 1 axle, 2 points of contact to the road, are powered. My fleet will be long 6x4, 220-gallon, which means both axles in the back, 4 points of contact to the road, are powered. Fleet engines will be a Cummins 550 horsepower at 1850 pound-feet of torque. I have a 10-speed Eaton transmission in Ghost with an attached retarder. Fleet trucks will have an Eaton 13-speed transmission, no transmission retarder. I stayed with the Goodyear Fuel Max tires, but I gave the fleet trucks polished Alcoa wheels. Okay, enough of that. What kind of colors are you going to put on there, Dave? God, I hope it's not going to be like that dull gray coat Ghost has. So I downloaded a couple paint skins from here and there. And of course, the paint booth here in American Truck Simulator is pretty good. Some people put some skins out there that have stripes and all that, and you can configure it. So you're seeing me here jump through all the hoops there, looking at different designs and styles. And ultimately, I decided on, ladies and gentlemen, meet Sunset. Final price, $183,000. All right, time to hire a driver, and we need to think about the skills that they possess. So let's just take a look at my skills here. You earn skill points as you get experience points, and then you fill in your preferred skills. You can see I've got long distance, high value cargo, and fragile cargo filled to the max. I haven't done anything yet with hazardous cargo. Just in time delivery, I mean, that's just in time. If you're late, you're late. And then fuel economy. I have read on forum, stay away from fuel economy. It really doesn't benefit you that greatly. Okay, let's head over to the recruitment agency. You can see the magnifying icons indicate where I have passed by a recruitment center, which means I have discovered it, and that is the pool that I have to work with. So let's click hire a driver and see what we have. Okay, you see that they have ratings. I'm at a 5.0, I believe that's max. All of these are at 0.8. They're pretty young drivers. So we'll take a look at Christian here real quick. His skill level, he has one skill level checked on hazmat, high value cargo, delicate cargo, fragile cargo. Nothing on just in time or green. Okay, and Lucas here, not really liking what I'm seeing there. All right, Alva, I'll hire a woman. Okay, she's into explosives. That's always good in a woman. All right, Sam down below. These guys are all into explosives. Martin, he looks like he would do something with explosives. Andreas, just a little too freaking happy for me. Danny, I don't like the haircut. Maria, dark and moody. Okay, high value cargo, delicate cargo, and she's green. Okay, I tell you what, right off the top, I kind of like Christian's mix here. High explosives, high value, and fragile. Those are three out of the top 4 high dollar cargo loads. So let's, it's going to be Christian. All right, let's hire him. But I'll tell you, Maria, she'd probably be number 2. Okay, Christian. Hire, click. Find a destination garage. Where do you wish to assign your new driver? Okay, that would be up here. It says San Rafael, but it's actually Stockton or Sacramento. There's the garage, Sacramento. Pick a target spot. There's his Sunset right there. Christian, meet Sunset. Your driver will arrive shortly and will start working automatically after settling in, provided they have a truck to drive. He's got one hell of a nice truck to drive. And that'll be my next video, kids. I drove Sunset from Ogden with a load down to Sacramento to deliver it. Ghost is getting some upgrades, let me tell you. All right, guys, thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you next time.